So now we're going to be talking about the possibilities to really talk about the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So the Quran refers to this as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah At-Tur verse 35 and 36, and were they created by nothing, or were they the creators of themselves, or did they create the heavens and the earth? Rather, they are not certain. So there's only two possibilities with no third. So the first possibility based on this is that this universe has no creator. This is impossible because created things must inevitably have a creator, and made things must have a maker, for that which does not exist cannot create. Because when we create things, we need something to create it. We cannot create anything from nothing. This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did and does, and this is the first possibility. The second possibility is that they created themselves and created the heavens and the earth. This is also impossible, and no one claims that he created himself, let alone the heavens and the earth. So the option left is that there must be one who brought everything into existence and created it, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the worlds. So in the evidence in the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, narrated in Sahih al-Bukhari, the evidence is extremely powerful and clear. Hence why Jubair ibn Mut'im heard it, he said, my heart almost leapt out of place. So there was a debate that took place between a wise believer and a confused atheist. So the atheist said to the believer, do you believe in the existence of Allah? He said, yes, undoubtedly. Have you seen him? No. Have you heard him? He said, no. Have you smelt him or touched him? No. So then he said, then how can you believe in him? The wise believer said to the atheist, are you a man of reason? The man said, yes. Have you seen your reason? No. Have you heard it? No. Have you smelt it or touched it? No. So how can you claim that you're a man of reason if you have not seen your reason, you're not heard of it, you're not smelt or touched it? So how can you apply this logic to the existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? You cannot, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is existent. So moving on. So further evidence which is based on reason, reflection and contemplation. So the one who contemplates these heavens with their great height and vastness, and what they contain of shining stars and planets, both great and small, moving and fixed, and see how they move around the pole star every night, and how they have their own movements, and look at the seas and oceans that surround the lands on all sides, and the mountains that are placed on earth. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Fatir verse 27 and 28, and in the mountains are tracks, white and red, of varying shades, and some extremely black. And among people are moving creatures and grazing livestock of various colours similarly. Only those fear Allah from among his servants who have knowledge. Indeed, Allah is exalted in might and forgiving. And you also contemplate the rivers that flow from one region to another, bringing benefits to people, and seas which are scattered throughout the earth of various types of animals and plants with different tastes, shapes and colours. Even though they all grow in soil and water, you'll realise that there is a maker, and you will appreciate his immense power, wisdom and mercy towards his creation, his kindness towards them and his care for them. There is no God but he, and no Lord except he. In him I put my trust, and to him I turn. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 164, indeed in the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the night and the day, the turning of the day and night, and the great ships which sail through the sea, which benefits the people, and what Allah has sent down from the heavens of rain, giving life thereby to the earth after its lifelessness, and dispersing therein every kind of moving creature, and his direction of the winds and the clouds controlled between the heaven and the earth are signs for people who use reason, who lose their logic. Ash-Shafi was asked about the existence of the Maker. He said, these mulberry leaves all have the same taste. The silkworm eat them and produces silk. The bee eats them and produces honey. The sheep, camels and cattle eat them and produce dung. The gazelle eats them and produces musk. Yet they all eat the same thing. The poet said, reflect upon the plants of the earth and look at what Allah has created. flowers like beautiful silver eyes, with pupils of golden ingots on period stems, testifying that Allah has no partner. So this is what I'm going to be concluding the video. So I'll see you in the next video. Wa sallallahu wa baraka ala nabina Muhammad. Astaghfirullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.